North Country Outdoors Radio.
Okay, hey, good morning. Curt Quesnell, all ready to get back out after it. Another day on Lake of the Woods. The Ranger's just chugging away, ready to go. I've got everything I need, hopefully, under the tarp. Still pretty dark. I hope you can see this. I'm kind of just waiting a couple of more minutes. It's 20 to 8 right now, and I think about 10 to 8 is when I can probably see enough to get going. So, fingers crossed, going to be a great one. Come on along, another NCOR video adventure. Well, it's 8:08. I've had lines in the water for a couple of minutes. Got my eye on the depth finder right here. Well, a week ago, the fishing wasn't so good. You didn't catch so many, but there were some really nice fish in there. I still, it's been 2 weeks now I've been fishing, 12, 13 days. I haven't caught a fish in the slot yet. Anything over 19 and a half, haven't done it. But I've had some 19s, I've had some 18s, and some 17s, and some 16s. The last 2 days, not counting this one, of course, but we caught at least 75 fish a day. And the biggest fish we caught was a 15.5-inch walleye. And the good news, if there's a shine to put on that apple, the Saugers were, heck, we had a lot of 14.5-inch Saugers. And those keep, they're not ones you call your mom and brag about, but that's stuff that goes in the pail. But the lines are in the water. We're early. Let's see now. It's a different deal. The skies are cloudy. The skies are low. It's snowing and the wind is blowing, but it's not crazy. The only reason you notice it is because the snow is blowing around a little bit. So we're going to have a blustery 2 days before Christmas. NCOR videos. Let's see what this day's got to offer. All right, there we go. I've got a fish right there. He just came up. The first one I've seen, it's 8:29 now. I don't know if you can see it on that picture or not, but 8:29. I was fishing by 8:08, and that is the first fish I've seen come up. And that's odd. Because they have been coming to bite almost right away, whether they stay biting or not, but there's always been fish there before. Blustery day, we're going to see what happens. I know I've caught fish on blustery days. I know I haven't caught fish on blustery days. I don't think that that's really the key to what's going on here. Here comes another one. All right there. Here comes one. Come on, buddy. We had some kids out here 3 or 4 days ago, and they had a camera. It's 24 feet deep here. Usually cameras are no good here, but you could see a little bit. And they had sturgeon coming by. I'm going to let the baits hang there. They had sturgeon coming by all day. So those big marks that you see that come just rolling across the bottom and don't really ever do anything, I think I know what those are finally. That's a big sturgeon. If you've been following, looking at all the resorts, they're catching a lot of sturgeon through this early ice. So that's what I think is going on here right now. Because that fish is not coming up to look at me anymore. I think it just swam through. Big old dinosaur. Another fish just come up. Look like the second one. And it's 8:40. No. I don't get concerned. The fish run. You know, they're going to come through here, I think, at some time during the day. The trick is to figure out, from day to day when that's going to happen. Lately it's been right... Oh, it's on this one here, I think. Yep. Got him here. Then a giant. And this is our first fish of the day, is a walleye. Let me see, about an 11-incher. Yep. A foot-long walleye right there. Okay, down he goes. Get going, buddy. Another fish coming up here. Let's see which line he wants. Looks like he's going for the other one again. We're still not 9 o'clock yet. This is the second or third fish that I've even seen Well, it's there, but here it comes. This one. Come on. Buddy. That's pretty good. I've seen 3 fish. 2 of them have bit. And this one is another walleye. You know, some days in here it's walleyes. Some days it's saugers. Another 12-incher. Get going, buddy. Come on, turn around. Okay, so while we're waiting for some more fish, we want to be watching right there. You can even see that fish coming up. I'll give you the report. Like I mentioned, we're, heck, at least 13 inches of ice here. People are chomping at the bit, wondering when they can get out with pickup trucks. Well, it might be next week with the light, half ton. First of all, you're going to see the trackers and the samurais and the little vehicles and cars out. And they'll probably be just by themselves, maybe portables. Right now, they're letting small fish houses out on wheels behind ATVs, side-by-sides, and snowmobiles. So that's all. It's coming along about right. Now, I seem to remember here at Long Point, it's usually January 7th or so that you see everything. The big trucks come out, and everything's out and going wild. So I would imagine that before those big dogs come out, they're going to have a week or so with the half tons. You got to call ahead, watch on Facebook, because that's all they talk about on Facebook. And you go to the Lake of the Woods forum, or follow the NCOR page. I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything, and I'll hear it pretty soon. Another fish coming up there. Fishing, I guess I've talked about that. It's pretty good. Big fish disappeared a week ago for me. And for what I've seen, it's not that they're gone. I don't know what happens to the fish in the wintertime. Because they are in here thick in the fall, right in these same spots I'm fishing now at the end of October and early November. We are catching nice fish. And when we first set up out here, we are getting them too. Look at this, is way up there. Let's go see what that is. Wow. Come on up, buddy. Come on. Get the other camera going here, too. Oh, here comes the fish. There he comes. Coming here. Boy, as soon as I was saying there's no nice fish around, here comes a nice fish. This is a good one. These are the ones that get off for me all the time. What the heck? Come on, it's frozen to the side of the hole now, of course. There we go. That was a monster came by, and this fish came right up underneath it. What's a good walleye? Very good walleye. Here we go. I'm going over this way. And you got my other line, of course, so this is going to be good. There we go, boys and girls. That's what I've been waiting for. And it's 9:09. So we're going to measure this one. And it is boy, it touches 19 and a half. So I'm going to put this one back, because if it touches 19 and a half, it's got to go back. So this, I'll call this my first slot of the year. Out of the blue. Woohoo! Very nice. Get out of here, fish. All right, I wanted to show you this minnow bucket. All right, sits up there, but now below the minnow bucket, I've got a extra tall bucket. It's bigger than your 5-gallon bucket. And the only reason it does it because you cut that hole in the side of it, see? I've got that yellow tape just to smooth off the edge. Now when you catch a fish, you just throw it in there. So you don't have to take up floor space when it's kind of a premium in a small house like this, all right? Cut that hole in the bucket. You can put the cover back on, set your minnow bucket on top of that. I tell you. They're coming pretty fast. And again, this is a little bigger. Well, here, as soon as I say there's no saugers, here's a sauger. And these saugers have been nicer. I'm not going to keep this one probably, but I think that's a 14-inch sauger all day, every day. Oh, I got another one coming. Maybe I will keep this one. There's another one. Well, you sit over there. I'm just starting to feel sorry for myself because it was kind of slow. Now we're back to a walleye. Sort of 7 walleyes, 1 sauger, but that sauger is going to keep. That's going to be my Christmas Eve supper. I went pretty fast now. I say, Gio, should I start the camera? And boom, and you get a bite before I get to reach for it. Well, this is another 14-inch sauger. Got all those walleyes. We'll measure this one. Oh, well, 13.5-inch sauger. Get out, buddy. There we go. Boy, that's it. I got another nice fish down there. This one isn't much. I'm going to leave him in the hole for just a second. Get this one. The 2 fish came up, looked like whales, but no, neither one of them. They are, well, one's a walleye and one's a sauger, and they are right together. That's a sauger. Okay, so they're both saugers. Get down the hole, buddy. Come on, turn around. You can do it. Turn around. There we go. Get out of here. He's gone. Saugers are, and the walleye, you know, they've got to turn around in the hole. They can't, there we go, okay. You throw them in, nose down, they turn right around and try to get up out of the hole. Both those went away, got no bait on, kind of fun. There's another fish. Doesn't look like much, but while we're waiting for this one, it's kind of an interesting situation I'm in this winter. My days for guiding are pretty much booked up till the end of January already. But we're really lucky here at Long Point. I'm a very small pinhole in this whole complex going on at Long Point. Long Point's got some great advantages. It's not near as busy as some of the other places. It's pretty busy, but not anything like that. At Long Point, the fishing is confined to this little area, and that's all you need most of the winter. Fishing stays good in here all summer, all winter. So it stacks up. It's a good place. Now, I've got 2 tremendous outfits running here. Long Point Resort, right next door to them, is Twin Island Sleepers. I've got another fish coming up here. And he just went back down. Fine. But get a hold of either one of them. They are both top-notch and really provide a great Lake of the Woods experience. So, Twin Island Sleepers, Long Point Resort. Write those down and get on the phone and call to make your appointments. All right, here we go. This is coming. I'm going to catch this one. This looks like a nicer fish, too. Come on. I think it's going to be this one. Come on, man. Look at that fish. Here he comes. He's coming back. Yep. Bite it. He's on there. Here we go. This is a nice fish. Well, you can see how big that line was. Look at this baby. All right. So for 2 days we sat out here and caught tons and tons of fish. And none of these. This is a nice 17-inch walleye. This is now my Christmas Eve supper is complete. Well, I tell you, it is so much fun. I'm sitting out here by myself, 2 lines in the water. Just think what this would be if there was a couple of other people out here, or even a couple of more houses with more lines in the water. You'd see more and more of these. They're gone now. They're back. I'm loving it. Lake of the Woods produces like this all the time. I'm going to get this line right back down. The bait is still on there. But boy, it's cool you got to see that one come up off the bottom. That's what you look for. So I'm about as excited as I could be here with 2 of these great walleyes, and I thought, sure, we're gone forever. So I've got my Christmas Eve supper, and I've got a video here that I can show you what's going on up here at my favorite place in the world to fish. Lake of the Woods, specifically Long Point, but no matter where in the lake you go, there are people that are ready to take care of you people are ready to make sure that you have a good experience when you come up and fish Lake of the Woods. You know, and if you follow this, you know, Lake of the Woods has gone berserk with ice fishermen. It's a big body of water. It can handle it. But for now, we're still on early ice. Behave yourself. Go where you're supposed to go. Stay in the areas where they tell you to stay. And in a couple of more weeks, things will open up. Ice is coming along good. So that's what I've got for you today. Woohoo! I'm Curt Quesnell from Lake of the Woods, and we'll see you somewhere soon out on the ice.
North Country Outdoors Radio.